What's up and welcome back to my channel. I just spent this past weekend at the Getaway house in Epsom, New Hampshire. So I'm gonna insert all of the footage I have for our little anniversary getaway, and the end of this video will be a Q&A. I asked you on my Instagram what you wanted to know regarding the Getaway house, whether that be price, things to do, amenities in the cabin. So I will be answering all of your questions at the end of this video. But until then, let's head to the Getaway house together. Callie, are we going to New Hampshire? Are we taking? Yes! You're excited? You're excited? You are! We are on our way. You excited, Mama? She's gonna be crying for the next 2 hours. So we are gonna stop at the liquor store real quick and then we're gonna head up. This is about a 2-hour drive for us, so once the scenery starts getting cool, I'll show you guys. Okay, so we just walked in. Here is the kitchen. You have a refrigerator. Then you have this cute little step-up table. And there's the bed. Jonathan is walking the baby. She's very excited to be out of the car. Look how cute.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
Why'd you buy me something?
Because you said I never get you anniversary
Hey,
gifts.
Yeah, because you don't need to. Thanks, babe. That's why I bought the other one.
What?
The little, when are we going to do that shop thing? Tomorrow? When it's bright out?
Yeah.
Hey. You disappointed?
Why are you so upset?
Hey, isn't she? Oh. Thank you. Love you. You know what must look sick? When it's actually snowing.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
She is not happy to be here at all. Huh. Oh, does that feel good, baby?
Oh, that's a nice scratch.
Before I answer your questions, I want to give you guys a little recap on our stay, things that you wouldn't have seen in the footage I just showed you. So we arrived about an hour and a half later than our check-in time. Check-in is at 3 o'clock. Check-out was at 11 a.m. I live about 45 minutes south of Boston, and it did take us 2 hours to get there. So if you live in Boston, it's only about an hour away, which is really nice. Obviously, we somewhat knew what we were walking into based on the Getaway house Instagram, but it is a lot different than I pictured. So for some reason, I thought we were going to be literally the only cabin up there, and that's not the case at all. There are dozens of cabins up there, and they're actually a lot closer than I expected. Obviously, depending on the location that you stay in, some are more secluded, but ours was kind of in the thick of things. There were a lot of people building fires when we pulled up. There were people walking around. You see that we brought our dog with us, so there were other dogs there. There were people biking. As you just watched, we did go to Target to pick up a bunch of snacks, and then we went to the liquor store. Because of COVID, a lot of businesses are shut down that are local, so they did recommend going and grabbing provisions before, which is what we did. The cabin also came stocked with certain things, whether that be snacks, tea, coffee. They had all kinds of pots and pans and utensils. There was a refrigerator which held a lot. Like, we had a whole case of mini waters. We had 2 different kinds of beers. We had our snacks in there. We had freezer items, and there was still room, so you don't need to worry about that. There was no microwave, but there was a sink and a stovetop if you needed to heat up water or if you wanted to cook if you were staying for a longer weekend. I will definitely be going back, and I will definitely be staying longer next time. I would love to go up either late summer or right in the middle of fall. I would love to go on hikes and see all of the foliage, or even late summer and be able to enjoy the fire pit. It was absolutely freezing when we were there, so we didn't spend much time outside unless it was to take our dog for a walk. So we had every intention of staying in the cabin the entire time and just playing cards and enjoying each other. I definitely think the point of the Getaway house is to disconnect. Towards the end of the night, we went to take our showers and we had no hot water. Getaway house does a great job of keeping in contact with you to let you know that your cabin is being prepared or it's ready. So when our hot water didn't work that night, I texted that number and they responded immediately. They asked us to do a couple things that didn't work, so they set us up in a cabin right next door, which is awesome that we didn't have to walk far to take a hot shower. We had the option of completely switching cabins to have hot water. We chose not to just because we were unpacked and already situated. It was just easier to run over, shower, and then come right back. And because of the inconvenience, they did extend our checkout time from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., which was really nice. And they did give us a credit of $50, which essentially paid for our dog's stay. So if you do decide to bring your dog, it is a $40 fee. So she stayed for free. I think that about covers it. It was really just a quick trip for us. So I am going to get into some of your questions. The first one is, how much is it a night? And this price does vary depending on the season, if it's a weeknight or if it is a weekend. Obviously, weekends are more favorable, so the price is about $100 more. I believe it was around $200, which I don't think is anything crazy for a more unique experience. Is it worth the price? I definitely think it is worth the price. It's a unique experience. I don't think Getaway House is overpriced. You know what you're signing up for when you book. It's basically just being able to tap out and tap into your significant other. Was it freezing inside? It was not. There is heat if you go in the winter, and there is AC if you go in the summer. After walking Cali, it was so cold, like -7 degrees, and then walking into our cabin was so warm that our glasses would fog up. There are Getaway House locations all over the country. We stayed up in Epsom, New Hampshire. Are you there all the time, or is there something to do around? So because of COVID, there really wasn't anything to do, and we brought a dog with us. If I were to go up for a weekend, so maybe Friday and Saturday night, I would definitely have stopped at breweries on the way up. There are a ton going through Boston, and there's one right next door. Unfortunately, with the dog, we weren't able to stop in. There are also hiking trails. I got this question a couple times. So you can definitely put an itinerary together. We were up for less than 24 hours, so our goal wasn't to pack our schedule. I have been so busy at work lately that this was actually the longest time I had not touched my laptop. So for us, it was more about just disconnecting and relaxing and not having to worry about doing something or making plans. How you booked, how far in advance. So I booked this in November and I gave it to him for Christmas, but we went up for our anniversary weekend. So I booked about 2 months in advance, had no issues. I did look at their website today and the month of February is pretty much all booked up, but March looked really open. I do have a discount code for you guys that I will leave linked in the description box. It goes directly to the website and it gets you $25 off of your stay. Food, restaurants nearby, or cooking options. We did watch a couple YouTube videos and people did make breakfast and lunch. You can do vegetables, chicken, bacon, and eggs. We chose not to just because we really weren't staying there that long, which is why we brought a lot of snacks, but cooking is an option. It's weird right now because of COVID, so hours for dining are really weird. Some restaurants are only doing takeout and other restaurants just aren't open. So I do recommend Googling restaurants near your Getaway House location and then calling to make sure that they are in fact open. Was there a kitchen or maybe even microwave, refrigerator? So there was a refrigerator, there was no microwave, there was a stovetop, there were pots, pans, utensils, there is a fire pit outside, there is a picnic table, there are chairs. So if you did want to cook out on the fire and not inside the cabin and like smell it up, you definitely can do that. So they market it as Boston. I doubt people that live in New Hampshire would want to go to a Getaway House in New Hampshire. I think the whole point of a Getaway House is marketed towards more people that don't live in the mountains, like I live on the water, or people that do live in cities and just want to get a break away from all of the hustle and bustle. So just look up whatever location is near you, but it is the Boston one for the New Hampshire location. Where is this located, price for stay, and how to book? So I already answered those first two, but how to book is directly through their link, which I will have in the description box with the discount code for you guys. And it is really simple. You pick how many guests, how many beds, if you have a dog, you choose your date, and you just enter in your credit card information and you are good to go. They did a great job of staying in contact with me through email leading up to our trip. That sums it up for questions that I have received so far. If you have a question that I did not answer in this video, just send me a DM. I'll always respond to you guys. My Instagram is @ErinHeartbreak. So thank you guys so much for watching. We had a great anniversary trip at Getaway House and we cannot wait to go back.